Well, I'm warming myself by a fire pit here at Little Baja, and I'm with Wayne, and we're going to be talking about fire pits and some tips on how to maintain them and looking at some new products you've gotten in. So first of all, Wayne, these are great little things to heat up a space outside, and what are some of the basic principles for maintaining them?
Well, one of the best ways to keep your Baja chimney from breaking or lasting for several years is to always remember that it is not a garbage burner or indoor space heater.
Good points.
And it always start with slow, small fires, a little bit of kindling, a little bit of newspaper, and warm it up gently until it's warm to the touch, and then have your larger fire.
Yeah. Now, so if you go out and you want to build a fire, you touch it, it's cold, start small, and then you can build a little bigger, but there's really no need to have a roaring fire in them.
No, actually you get quite a bit of heat out of this little tiny fire. The next thing is always remember to burn either hardwoods or the press logs like you see here, which we sell year-round. Burning the softwood can cause the fire to get too hot too fast or too hot too big, which could cause a hot spot and cause it to crack. But just slow, small fires and warm it up gently, and they should burn for hundreds of fires.
And you also don't use, you don't recommend using metal implements?
No, actually we recommend in our instructions to use wood pokers. That way it eliminates the possibility that you might chip it, which could turn into a crack.
Sure. And I also noticed, Wayne, that you have saucers in the bottom of these now.
Yeah, all of our Baja chimneys come with a clay saucer, and that eliminates the need to put wet sand in the bottom of your fireplace, and it gives air underneath the fire and makes it easier to burn, easier to start, and easier to maintain. It protects the fireplace from breaking.
And that just makes sense. Also, you have some really cool iron fire pits that we're going to walk over and take a look at now.
Okay, let's go.
So here we are in front of the metal ones that we're discussing, but before we go further with this, Wayne, I noticed you have like a concrete pot even that you're going to use as a fire pit.
People have purchased these as fire pits. You do have to have a level of gravel, red lava rock in the bottom to protect the sides and the bottom. You can't burn directly on the bottom. Even though it's concrete, it's not indestructible.
And the same, I would think the same rules apply for the terracotta. If it's cold, you want to start small, warm it up.
Right. You can't have just a really uncontrolled fire in concrete either. You have to warm it up, take the chill off it before you have a big fire.
Okay. Now, these metal ones these are cool.
Yeah, they're a little less sensitive than the concrete and the terracotta. But if you have flames shooting out the top of them, that still is not a good thing.
You still want to be, use some discretion.
Right.
And then I see that this, you have these really cool big bowl ones that are metal.
These are new for us. We just got these off the truck last week. We've had customers asking for these, so now we got the medium fire pit and we got the large fire pit. And you still have to have a level of red lava rock in the bottom of this because you can't burn directly on the metal.
And I noticed you have a bag of, I'm assuming that you sell that stuff here too?
This actually comes with it. If you purchase the fire pit, we throw the bag of rock in.
And then you just dump it in, start the fire, and there's really no concern with the metal ones about being cautious about heating it up?
Yeah, the only thing you have to be cautious with the metal is that unlike terracotta, if you touch it while it's hot, you'll become a steak.
Wow, oh, now, yeah, that is true. I remember that from the kitchen when I would always touch things. Now this is like the supreme Rolls-Royce of fire pits, huh?
Well, the nice thing about this is that when the hood actually gets hot, it drafts the smoke up out of your face. Where like in a fire pit or having a campfire, the wind rotates the smoke in your face. But this here, when this gets hot, it does help the smoke draft out of your face.
Nice. Well, I love fire pits. I love all of the ambiance and the warmth of having a fire outside. When you do come in and buy your fire pit here at Little Baja, they give you this great sheet of all of the tips they've learned over 20 plus years of doing fire pits. Wayne, it's always a pleasure. Let's go back over to the fire and warm up. All right.
All right, let's do that.